Let's take a minute to talk about self-doubt and the shadow work that needs to be done in order to fully own yourself as a human being and come through with confidence and knowledge about who you are and who you want to be in the world. So I recently read this quote by Rilke in this book called Letters to a Young Poet. I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to read it to you slow. I really want you to take this in, okay? And your doubt may become a good quality if you train it. It must become knowing. It must become critical. Ask it whenever it wants to spoil something for you, why something is ugly. Demand proof from it. Test it, and you will find it perplexed and embarrassed perhaps, or perhaps rebellious. But don't give in. Insist on arguments and act this way. Watchful and consistent every single time. And the day will arrive when a destroyer will become one of your best workers, perhaps the cleverest of all that are building at your life. So he's talking about doubt. He's talking about self-doubt. Don't just believe doubt, question doubt, look at it, get into it, dig into it, ask it why. Why is it saying these sad, terrible, awful things, right? And really go there with your doubt and let yourself come out the other side, having turned doubt into knowledge. And I would also call this shadow work. This is what we want to do with our shadows as well. We want to go deep within and we want to look at our shit. We want to look at what's in there so that when anything comes from outside of us, any criticism, any judgment, any shoulda, woulda, couldas, we can actually go within and know that we know ourselves intimately. We know our shadows intimately. We know our doubt intimately, and we have questioned it. And we realize that it doesn't actually hold water. There's no firm, solid ground within doubt. And when we are familiar with our shadow selves, and I've been doing this work lately too, where I really have to go in and I have to know what my shit is, so that when other people show up and they're projecting their shit onto me, or they're saying things about me or to me as if it's true, I know already that it's not, because I've gone inside and I've looked and I know what's there. So I know what my shit is already, and therefore I can so much more easily detect other people's bullshit and know that their shit is not my shit, right? So I hope that this helps you. I hope that this makes sense for you. When you're feeling doubt and you're feeling self-doubt, do what Rilke says. He's says, demand proof from it, test it, and you will find it perplexed and embarrassed, or maybe even rebellious, but go in and demand. My therapist has said this to me too. Nothing holds up under scrutiny. So really, really look at why you're fearful, why you're feeling doubt, and take a look at your own shadows so that when other people are throwing shade, you know that that has nothing to do with you, because you already know what your shadow is. You already know what your shit is. You already know what it is you're working on. And whatever they're throwing at you is not about you. And you know that because you know what you're about, right? So this is just part of the inner work. And I invite you to do that. And if you want support, I'm here for you. I'm Jessica Amos. I'm a mindfulness and meditation teacher. I'm a life transformation coach, and I'm the creator of Stay With Yourself, which is the practice of being who you are, where you are. And that is honoring all aspects, whether that be self-doubt and shadow, whether that be confidence and knowledge. It all gets to exist at one time within you. You are a whole, complete human being. Stay with yourself today and always.